Hey guys, it's Robert Ty here at O'Regan's Nissan. Today we're going to cover a few things about your Rogue that you may or may not already know. If you don't, then hopefully this video is helpful. It's about a couple of the features on the vehicle and how to actually use them. So let's have a quick look. I'm going to grab the keys for a Platinum Rogue. We're going to check out the navigation. We're going to look at how to update your maps as well as your system software. And we're going to check out a few of the features that you can set up for your speed dependent wipers, reverse link, and a few things like that. How to customize some stuff, just some little tidbits that you might not be aware of. Hopefully this will be some help for you. Alright, so we're going to start right here at the trunk of the SL Rogue. I've got it already open, the power lift gate. So what some of you may not know is that you can adjust the height on this. By default, it's going to open up all the way if that's where it's been set for. However, if you have a garage or somewhere that has a maximum height restriction and you don't want it to bump that, set the height that you want and then press and hold your button here and you're going to hear two long tones. There it is. So at this point I'm going to close the hatch. Now that I've reset the height that it's going to open, from here on out, every single time I open this, it's only going to open to that new height that I've just set. And there we are, right there. That's as high as it's going to go. So if you have underground parking, you have a height restriction, this is a great way to make sure that it's not going to hit above you. If you want to reset that later on, simply push it back up to wherever you want, press and hold it again. Two more long tones and that's it, you're back reset again. Alright, so the next part that we're going to cover is going to be the navigation. So sometimes if you want to go to a certain spot and you punch it in the navigation, it gives you one route, but it might not be the route that you want to travel. So I'm going to give you an example of that and how to set it. Now I've done other videos where you can set your navigation using the voice recognition. However, to do this, you have to do this right from the screen itself. So you're going to want to make sure that you're pulled over to do this. So we're going to go into destination and we're going to go street address, house number, and I'm going to enter in the location that I'm going. And that's it right there. Now, if I watch this when this pops up on the map, I know this is not the route that I want to take once I get onto Cape Breton Island. I normally go the 105. Now the 104 is the faster route. Depending on time of year, depending on conditions, it's not the way that I want to go, and it's not the way that my family is more comfortable with. So we might want to take the 105. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to add to route, and I'm going to add a waypoint by map, and then I'm going to zoom in again. Now this is the tricky part. If I put it somewhere down here, what this is going to do is it's going to take me up so far and then it's going to turn me around to come back the other way. So I'm going to come up about halfway through this, maybe a little further, and then I'm going to press the OK button. Now you see that added that there, and I'm going to say add to route. One waypoint has been added to my route. And now if I look, I see my map is going a different direction there. So I'm going to tap on this again, and now I see instead of taking the 104, I'm now taking the 105. From there, I'm going to hit start.
The route calculation to your intermediate destination is complete. Proceed to the nearest road.
And that's how I'm going to set my navigation to take a different route than what the system picks. From here, I can come back in route, and I've got a few different spots in there, and I can set route preferences based on fastest, some other criteria there. I can set a detour, lots of different things. So if you're wanting to set a different destination or a different route for your destination than what your navigation is giving you, that's how you do it. You're going to zoom in on the map a little bit and you're going to pick a spot that's about halfway the other direction that you want to go, and it's going to go through and do what it has to recalculate that route based on that and give you your new route. So I'm just going to cancel it here at the moment. And that's it for the navigation. Now I also mentioned that you can update your map system or your system software. So we're going to hit settings, and then I'm going to go to info on the bottom here. And I'm going to go one screen over, and into here I want system information. From here, as long as I connect to a Bluetooth, a Wi-Fi hotspot of any type. So it can be my home Wi-Fi, it can be with the Wi-Fi here at the dealership, it can be a Wi-Fi anywhere that you go. As long as you connect to it, anytime that there's a software update, because it's set for auto, it's going to automatically do any software updates for you. But you can go in, you can check for an update, and you can force start a new update if there's one out there that it hasn't picked up right away. So that's your system software. Your maps, very similar. So you're going to go into map update, update by Wi-Fi hotspot or phone. Now I do need to be connected to a Wi-Fi connection. From there it's going to bring up a list. You can set it for anywhere in Canada, which is towards the bottom of the list, or different locations within the US. In doing so, it's going to go through, it's going to pull in the most recent updates for your map. That update takes about 20 minutes to happen. So you're going to want to make sure that the vehicle is on the whole time so I can download and install the updates, but that's going to give you a free map update. You can do this for up to 4 times a year. Once you do that, your maps are fully up to date. A couple more final things that we're going to look at here is we're into our settings menu on the driver assist display. So using the left and right arrows here, I came over to the driver assist display with the settings. From here, I'm going to go down to vehicle settings. There's a couple things in here. The first thing, in a lot of my videos I mentioned that we set up the locking to shift into park will automatically unlock the doors. So if I go into locking and down to auto door unlock, this is where I set that. Now also you have an intelligent key system. So as long as your key fob is on you, because it needs to be within 3 feet of the door that you're at, one push on that button unlocks just the door that you're at, and a second one unlocks the whole vehicle. If you want to change it so that just a single lock unlocks the entire vehicle, again, we're going into the same spot for locking, but we're going to turn off selective unlock. Now if I push that button on the outer handle, it's going to unlock the entire vehicle in one push. I'm going to turn it back on in this one, just for all intensive purposes. Also, there's a couple features with your wipers that you should be aware of. So if I come into my wipers, speed dependent works with your intermittent wipers. If you have your intermittent wipers on and they're set for a certain speed and you're driving residential, when you get out to the highway, the rain or snow is going to hit your windshield at a little bit faster speed than if you're driving residential. Rather than have to adjust the speed on your intermittent, if you turn on speed dependent, as you go faster, those wipers will move a little bit faster when they're on intermittent. Now it's not much, but it's enough to make a difference. The other feature that I want to point out is reverse link, and we're going to turn this on. So how this works is if your front wipers are on and your back wipers are not, when you put the vehicle in reverse, even though the back wiper is not on, because the front ones are, the back wiper is still going to make a pass on your back window to clear it off. So I'm going to demonstrate this right quick. So I'm going to put my front wipers on intermittent, and then in my rear view mirror, I'm going to watch as I put it in reverse. Now, the back wiper is not on, and the longer I leave it in reverse, it is going to make more swipes at the back window as long as I'm still in reverse. My front wipers are on. Now the intermittent speed is very low. I'll turn it up so that you can see. But here you can see the front wipers are on, and because I'm in reverse, the back wiper is making that pass. The moment I put us back into park, the front wipers are going to stay on, but the back wiper is no longer doing that. So that is the reverse link to go with your intermittent wipers. Now your drip wipe should also be on. This is when you clean your front windshield. How it makes 3 or 4 passes with the wipers when you spray the window, and then it's going to wait a couple seconds and then make another pass just to catch anything that's running down. The last little thing is to do with our side mirror. On the Platinum Rogue, with my side mirror, right now I've got it set to the center. So if I put it in reverse, nothing happens. However, if I move this over, so now it's no longer centered. The only thing to be aware of here is hitting this button may accidentally move your mirror. However, because it's not centered, if I put it in reverse, these mirrors are going to tilt down so that I can see the lines beside me as I'm backing into a spot. The moment I shift back into park or drive, they go right back into place. So that's another neat little feature that you have. And don't forget about your memory seats. Now there is one function with the memory seats that I do want to point out. Under driving position, there is a feature called exit seat slide. So this is currently turned on. You can turn it off if you don't want it, but this is designed for ease of getting out. If this feature is on, when you turn your vehicle off and open the door to get out, the driver's seat is going to slide all the way back to give you that extra room to be able to easily get in and out. It's going to stay in that position until you get back in and turn the vehicle on, and then it's going to go back up to the last position that it had been set for. You can disable that using the features here, the button, to turn it on or off. We're going to leave that on because that is a great feature. So yeah, there you have it. These are some great features on our Rogues. They're not specific to the Rogue. A lot of these are on our other vehicles as well. I just picked a Rogue because I was asked specifically about one of the features on the Rogue and how to go about setting it. Knowing that it is similar on most of our vehicles, I figured this would be the best way to go about it. If you still have any questions about these features, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Call, text, or email. If you need any help, I will help you to the best of my ability. I hope this gives you a little more understanding of your vehicle and some of the features on it. I know you don't always catch all of the features as you're going through your brand new vehicle, but hopefully this will make it a little easier to understand and make your driving a little bit better again.